woman's death in Shakopee. We want to warn you, some of the details are disturbing and not appropriate for young people. Police have identified the victim as 55-year-old America Thayer. We're told she was found around 2:30 yesterday afternoon at the intersection of 4th Avenue and Spencer Street. Police tell us they found her body beheaded. A man police say knew the victim was arrested on suspicion of second-degree murder. He's in jail pending charges.
I'm Josh Breslow at the WKRN.com alert desk. Disturbing new details this morning out of Memphis. An 83-year-old woman discovered by a home health care worker inside her apartment without any clothes, lying in her own filth. Police say Foster's grandchildren, seen right here, were supposed to be caring for her at the time. Investigators tell our sister station they were instead neglecting her and spraying her with air freshener to hide that smell. The woman was transported to a hospital, we're told, with multiple injuries that included infected bones. It also appeared she had been left without food or water for up to 10 days. Again, that information from investigators. All three grandchildren are now charged with aggravated neglect. We're going to follow this story and post all the details on our website. Head to WKRN.com for the latest breaking news.
A former teacher accused of sexually assaulting a little boy at school was back in court today. Prosecutors claim that Deontay Taylor not only molested the child, but also hired someone to kill his young victim and the boy's family.
Tonight, the iTunes PJ Rendawa sits down for an exclusive interview with the man allegedly hired to do that hit. PJ.
Mike and Ann, our investigation sounds more like a Hollywood movie than real life. In the starring role, a homeless father of 10 who was just desperate enough to take the job. Jail isn't a place anyone wants to be, John White included.
Well, they put murderers in with traffic tickets. Wherever they have room, they stick.
He's not a career criminal, but no Boy Scout either. On his record, a string of offenses. A 2014 burglary tops the list.
I haven't had much. I'm not, no big crimes or anything.
But when White found himself behind bars on a probation violation in February, the big crime found him.
And he called me to the rec yard and said, hey, I got something I need you to do for me. I want to know if you will take a hit.
White says the man making that deadly request was an elementary school teacher named Deontay Taylor. Taylor was in jail charged with molesting a student at Lusher Elementary School. Turns out that little boy was still on Taylor's mind, and as police would soon discover, on his hit list.
And he told me that it was a 10-year-old boy and his mother and grandmother, and I kind of got interested, like, oh, are you serious? You want to hurt a baby?
White didn't want to believe Taylor was serious. Then he got the note.
That Saturday, he pushed a note up under my door. It had the victim's name, phone number, address, social security number, driver's license number, everything.
Did he describe what he wanted you to do specifically? How he wanted them killed?
The only specific part he asked was that it looked like an accident, make it look like a carbon monoxide leak, or either start a fire while everybody was asleep and try and put it on the kid playing with matches.
Those are horrific ways to die.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Even though he had 10 kids of his own, White says he agreed to kill the little boy and his family.
So I felt like if I didn't do it, he would have gotten somebody else to do it.
How much was he going to pay you?
It was $20,000.
Did he talk about where he'd get the money?
Well, the school was paying him when he wasn't fired. He was on paid leave.
The I-Team went